Welcome, one and all. This is Iron Torch 20, and we are continuing Mega Man Summer with the fifth entry in the Classic Series. This, of course, being Mega Man 5. And, let's see, it does a few things differently than 4, but, I mean, some of the special effects some of the sound effects are changed, and some of the Mega Buster and some of the things with Rush, some of those things have been changed, but overall the core gameplay remains the same. But our big plot twist for this game is that apparently Proto Man has kidnapped Dr. Light for some odd reason, and is also trying to take over wherever the heck Mega Man is. So as you can see, this game came out in 1992, and the Super Nintendo was actually already in pretty good production by then, so it was actually an odd period for the Nintendo. So let's just go ahead and get this started. As you can see, here's our cast of characters for this game, and unfortunately these guys don't really stand out in any way, shape, or form, but there are a few cool things about this game here and there. I mean, honestly, this is my least favorite one out of the classic games, but at the end of the day, this game still does control pretty well. It still plays pretty well, but when you compare, I mean, just like X3 for the X series, when you just compare it to the other games in the series, it just doesn't really do anything all that different. I mean, it introduces us to Beat, which is a good thing, but really that was about it. Also, I do find the Mega Buster pretty overpowered in this game compared to the other ones, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because I am going through Crystal Man stage first. And yes, I'm keeping the tradition alive of going through this in the most ridiculous order I can think of. Okay, I just didn't want to screw up and end up getting knocked into a pit. And just like Mega Man 4, you can reset Eddie to basically, let's see, I'm not sure. I think if he gives me one more. Okay, yeah, you can reset Eddie, which is always a good thing. Let's see, these guys are pretty easy to deal with when you have a fully charged Mega Buster. One thing that's a little different about this game is that you end up losing the Mega Buster charge whenever you get hit, so you do have to recharge it. Okay, just thought I was gonna die here. And what makes Crystal Man stage so perilous is obviously these crystal things that like to screw with you and end up knocking you into pits. And there are also a lot of spikes. And also, Crystal Man himself is actually pretty tough with a Mega Buster. So that's a perfect candidate for me to take him on first. Let's see, these guys are back. But the good thing about Crystal Man stage is that it does give you plenty of opportunity to get power-ups. Oh gosh, almost ended up getting myself hit there. And they did change the way Rush Coil works. Here it jumps with you for some odd reason. Not really sure why they thought that was a good idea, but personally I could have just gone with keeping it the same way. And Rush Jet is still in this game. They actually got rid of Rush Marine, but seeing as how they didn't really have any use for it in Mega Man 4, I can tolerate that. And that V I picked up was part of this method of picking up all the letters in each stage too in order to get Beat. And when you collect each letter, you get Beat. And basically what he does is that he homes in on every enemy and can take out any enemy he wants pretty much. He is actually pretty broken when you know how to use him. And here's our big jumpy guy for the game. This guy's actually a lot easier to avoid because he jets straight down, so you can just slide under him whenever he does that. But here we are at Crystal Man, and he fires crystals at 45-degree angles. So you do have to avoid those, and also avoid the shots. And when you can tell he's gonna shoot those crystals whenever he decides to jump higher. Just like so. And then, I am getting slow down here, but part of that might be the emulator, but that's probably because a ton of sprites are on the screen at once. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't want to be doing, is running into them. And let's see, how close are we to killing this guy? Pretty close, actually. Now, damn it. This is not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So that is the end of our first Robot Master. And I actually do like this weapon get idea. Like when you jump and then get the power. I mean, they did the same thing in 4 and 3, but this one's a little bit quicker. And here we got that Crystal Eye, and pretty much what that does is when it bounces off walls you get, let's see, it breaks up into pieces just like the other Crystal Eye did. And here is the way the password system works. You get a 6x6 format, and you have 3 blue dots and 3 red dots. And that's just pretty much the whole structure of the password system. And one thing I forgot to mention in Mega Man 4 and 5 is that, or and 6 for that matter, is that they don't save energy tanks, so if you end up using the password you have to get all your energy tanks back again. Whereas 3 and 2 did. But here I am going to Gyro Man stage, and Gyro Man stage is going to be the sky platformy type of stage. It's actually pretty similar to Tornado Man stage in Mega Man 9. I mean, for some reason I just get the same vibe out of that stage as I do in a Gyro Man stage. And let's see, those purple guys just home in on you at fixed intervals. So you just take them out with a good Mega Buster shot. And you know what, you can live. Because I'm a nice guy like that. Let's see, these are the enemies you can't kill. So just make sure to avoid them. And also one thing about the Mega Buster charge is that whenever there's like another sound effect that negates the charge sound effect, so you don't have to hear the whole buzzing or the whole Mega Buster charging noise. And see, I just need to wait for these guys. So let's just take them out. These platforms sometimes go up, they sometimes go to the side, and they sometimes go straight up or diagonal whenever you jump on them, but you can use common sense to anticipate where they're gonna go. And again, that is common sense, which is actually something that's not taught very often in games anymore. So let's just deal with this guy. And I actually do want to kill him this time because I don't want him running into me when I'm trying to climb up the ladder. And then, see, with these guys, they will fall like right before you cross their path. And see, these blocks will fall. Oh god, am I gonna die here? Nope, turns out I didn't. Let's see, this part gave me the biggest problems when I was a kid, and mainly because it was just tough for me to line myself up properly with these spikes. And see, I'm just trying to make it here. And yeah, it's pretty easy to get crushed under the spikes as well as the platforms. But yeah, that was just something that made me a little nervous. See, the good thing about this stage is that it does go by pretty quickly, and we are actually almost there at Gyro Man stage, or boss fight. Speaking of which, I haven't had a Euro in a while, but I actually did it 4th of July, and it was pretty good. But regardless, here we are, Gyro Man, and pretty much what he does is that he either will fly up in the air and shoot that thing at you, or he'll just shoot that thing at you. And the biggest thing with this gyro is that it does change direction, or you can have it change direction. Like right there, it jumped up, and then you can actually make it go up or down when you get the weapon. And yeah, outside of that, that's pretty much all there is to this boss fight. Just as simple as can be. And if I was doing a race, I'd actually probably do Gyro Man first, because you do get the Rush Jet from this guy. And also, I do find the Gyro Attack to be a very useful weapon. But that's just me, though. So after spinning on the Weapon Grid Graviton, you get the Gyro Attack and the Rush Jet. And pretty much with the Gyro Attack, you shoot it, and then you can make it change direction either up or down, which is always a pretty good thing. But with 2 Robot Masters down, join me next time as I take out some more Robot Masters. I will see you then.